All right, with that, let's get started. Hi, everyone. My name is Victoria Marshman. I'm one of the co-founders of City Moguls, which is providing this awesome free back to business challenge for you. I'm so excited to get started. We're gonna just lay the law of the land first, explain to you how everything's gonna work, share a bit more about City Moguls and what you can expect throughout this challenge. We are strongly encouraging you to participate in person every day this week. Show up not just for yourself, but for your business. These every single session will be recorded, so I know some of you are tuning in and watching this recording. So we're gonna get right to it. Let's make the most of our time together. So today we're really going to focus on setting your priorities straight. The whole intention of this Back to Business Challenge is to help you crush the rest of this year. There's been a lot of distractions, restrictions easing, things in the summer coming up, having a social life. We want to help you get back to all of the intentions you set earlier this year, the things you really wanted to achieve by the end of the year. We want to help you come back to that, get focused, get motivated, and it always helps to just have inspiring entrepreneurs around you. So that's the whole reason we're here, to really motivate each other, help each other get clearer and closer to crushing the rest of this year. So today we're going to focus on setting our priorities. Tomorrow, you're going to get very intentional. We're going to come back to our business core values, make sure they're aligning with all of the priorities and things we're actually spending our time doing are contributing to the values we set for our businesses many, many moons ago. Day 3, you're going to be taking action with City Moguls Ambassador Stephanie Rook Jackson. She's going to be walking you through a ton of ways to make tangible, actionable steps toward achieving your goals. On day 4, we're so excited to be giving you access to 5 of our incredible mogul mentors. They will be giving you speed mentorship and advice on really any business challenges you're facing. So they will be there in your corner to answer any questions you have and, get deep quick. We have this incredible mentorship program. When you're a member, you get access to where we match you with a mentor. So you're getting a taste of what that's like to really have somebody in your corner all the time. And then finally on day 5, we'll be celebrating. We're going to pass the torch to all of you. We want to hear the things that you're declaring, the things that you're going to do by the end of this year, and figure out how we can support one another. So for those of you who I haven't met, it's super nice to meet you. Welcome. This is a very safe space. We like to have a lot of fun. There's usually a dance party or two. I'm here with my co-founder, Danny Kagan. We started City Moguls over almost 6 years ago, but have been running businesses together for over the past 12 years. Our journey started back at U of T on the dance team. That's where we met, and we started running events and charity events together there. Fast forward to 5 years ago, we were starting our first business and really struggled to meet other entrepreneurs. We struggled to find mentors. We just didn't feel like there was a place where we really belonged in the entrepreneurial community, especially because we were so driven by purpose and not by money, which is a big thing for us here at City Moguls. Is we fuel entrepreneurs to live life with purpose and mission, and profit comes next. So if those values align with you, you're in the right place. This is a safe space full of people who really want to be here, who really want to help build a community of entrepreneurs and help one another out. So that's the whole reason we started City Moguls. Present day, we have an incredible membership community that gives you access to mastermind groups where you get peer-to-peer coaching and accountability weekly. We do mentorship, as I mentioned, where we match you with one-on-one expert mentors. So you finally have someone to give you the most valuable and helpful advice and support. And then we have awesome stuff like this. We do virtual events all the time. We have networking events. We have conversational events where we dive deeper into important conversations. And of course, workshops and webinars for you. So we're super stoked to be here. We are Canadian founded, although we are attracting entrepreneurs from around the globe. So welcome. We're here to have fun. Yeah, so this is us. You're here because you're looking for something more than just getting through your to-do list. And that's what we're planning on doing for you today, giving you that motivation, that encouragement, a healthy dose of growth, and get clarity on your dreams and goals and everything that you're working towards so that it's super clear for you. So, why this back to business challenge? Well, I don't know about you, but September always feels like a new year, a new beginning. I guess it was rooted in us from when we were little kids going back to school. I don't know about you, but I still like the idea of, going to Staples or a school supply store and getting all of my highlighters and sticky notes and all the cool new office supply stuff. And we don't really get that as adults anymore until you have kids. But I do feel that there is an alignment when you have a business that, as we're ramping up for the final quarter for the year, September is kind of like that real final push where we get that last chance to really go for it, give it everything we got, and make this year a memorable one for our business, a milestone moment for our business. So I know for a lot of people in our community, going from the summer months, especially this year in these turbulent times, to a more structured work routine was very overwhelming. I know I've been struggling a lot lately with, looking how I'm spending my days and really thinking like, is this the best way that I could be spending my time? And that was really the big motivator for us wanting to do this challenge, is to collectively come together as a community, get clear with one another, and help each other finish this year strong. So that's why we're here. If all of that aligns with you and excites you, you're in the right place. And for those watching the recording, follow along. You're going to get just as much out of this if you weren't here in person. This one I just wanted to leave with you to kind of think on. To be successful by doing what others aren't willing to do. One of the biggest things we've learned from other entrepreneurs and members in our community is you can create an awesome website, you can have a beautiful logo, you can have clear values and have all the things that you're supposed to have on your business. But the hard work really comes in the work that most people aren't willing to do, which the reality is has a lot to do with yourself. So that's why we're here. We're here to really make space to be able to do the things that are hard and difficult and require some inner work and bigger conversations about your business and yourself and getting clear. So that's why we're here, to do the hard work together and support each other through this week and get out on the other side feeling great and confident and excited to finish the rest of this year. So I'm going to throw the torch to Danny. She's going to lead us in a breathing moment using her positive, chill energy to get us all in the right space. So Danny, I'm going to throw it to you to make us all feel good and wonderful.
Hi, everyone. Happy Monday. I don't know if you can see me yet. I think Victoria's going to spotlight me. I am currently feeding my babe, so we are going to all breathe together. Um, I think it's really important to start, first of all, by getting water. This is going to kick your butt for Q4. If you are not already drinking water this morning, I encourage you to go get this right now. We're going to be starting every morning this week by drinking water and doing a little bit of self-care and breathing, because at the end of the day, we all know that taking care of ourselves is the most important thing for our businesses. So grab some water if you don't have some already. And I want everyone to just really, we're going to do this super fast every morning. If you're at home watching, please join. If you are someone who kind of is like me and Victoria and go, go, go all the time, it is so important to take a second, step back from your business, and just take a moment to breathe. So we're going to just do it all together. I want you to do an inhale for 3 seconds, and we're going to do an exhale for 4 seconds. So we're going to breathe in for 3, and we're going to breathe out for 4. Feel free to close your eyes, get into a comfortable position, relax your jaw, relax your neck, relax your shoulders back. We're going to do 4 breaths all together. Here we go. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 4. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 4. Relax your jaw. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 4. Last breath in. Inhale for 3. And exhale for 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. You can open your eyes if you have them closed. I hope that just gave you a little bit of exciting, exciting touching base with your body and your breath. She loved it. Aria just loved that. I'm going to pass it back to Victoria, and we're going to get this Back to Business Challenge officially started.
Thanks, Dan. All right, guys. Yeah, let's get this party started. Woo, woo. Okay, we have lots of new friends on here, which is really excited. For those of you watching the recording at home, you'll be able to see, I guess, in the comments, but we want to give special attention to everybody that showed up in person today. So if you can drop in the chat, hi, my name is Bob, and I'm here because I need or want blank. Okay, we want to really understand why you guys are here. Why did you take the time out of your day to show up for this hour together? Let us know. Drop it in the chat. Let's see. Hi, my name is so-and-so. I'm here because I need or want this. I want clarity on what I'm going to accomplish this year. I'm struggling to stay focused. I need some tips or advice. Yeah, drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat. Let's see. Bo says, hi, my name is Bo, and I'm here because I enjoy learning more. Yes, love it, Bo. The learning journey never stops as an entrepreneur. So it's always good to come check things out and get new perspectives for sure. Anyone else? Drop it in the chat. Let's go. Let's see who's here. I see more than Bo here. Tell us why you're here. Tell us why you showed up today. Yeah, it doesn't have to be rocket science. It could just be because I'm looking for something new. Awesome. Brandon says, hi, my name is Brandon, and I am here to get better at social media. Great, great. We have a lot of social media gurus on here, so I feel like they'll definitely be able to help you out, Brandon. Steph says, hi, my name is Stephanie, and I always feel energized in the presence of other like-minded people. Yes, Steph. Steph is the one who is hosting day 3, so we're excited to have her energy here. Carrie, welcome, Carrie, a new face. Welcome to the City Moguls community. She says, hi, my name is Carrie, and I'm here to push myself beyond your comfort zone. Carrie, give yourself a pat on the back. Even just showing up today is putting yourself out of your comfort zone. Even dropping something in the comments is pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. The more steps we can take to push ourselves out of our comfort zone every day, the bigger leaps and strides we can take. Love it, love it, love it. All right, guys, keep those comments going. We're gonna move right along here. So I just want to, for everybody watching the recording, this is a time to really step back and make some room to be able to do all of these exercise and activities. And for everybody here, let's just make a commitment to one another. So you came to day 1, awesome. I want to see you all on day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. You're going to get so much more out of this if you just make this 1 hour available for the rest of the week. Show up in real time every day. The recordings are great. However, we are going to pause the recording and do a lot more breakout room sessions, which you won't be able to access when you're watching the recording. So really do your best to show up. It's going to work wonders for you, yourself, and you're just committing to showing up for yourself, which it just does amazing things for you. Take a second to block out all the distractions. I see you, serial web openers. Yeah, if you have like 20 tabs open right now, I just want you to minimize it. I know they're precious. You don't have to close it, but minimize it, eliminate all of those distractions, put your phone on silent. And we do have a short exercise after each day. So I would recommend we'll be sending the email 10 to 15 minutes after. If you're watching, if you're participating, if you're watching the recording, you should get it after. Once you complete the recording, take the time to do the exercise right after while everything is still fresh in your head. All right, so I have a little story for you guys, and I hope it resonates because I feel like as an entrepreneur, this happens to a lot of people. Um, it was about 6 weeks ago, mid-July. I was had a lot on my mind. My co-founder Danny was on mat leave, so I was juggling a lot and was feeling a bit overwhelmed. And I'm a good sleeper. Like usually I'm like 10:30 to 6:30 out cold. And for some reason, randomly on like a Tuesday, I woke up at 3 in the morning with my mind racing. Like like the 37 things I had to do on my to-do list felt like the most important things on the planet, and that I had to get up at 3:30 in the morning and do them all just to like relieve that anxiety and that overwhelm. Oh my god, if I don't do them, what's going to happen? And it really got me thinking, and was something I spoke to my coach about, because I was like, is this normal? Like, raise your hand. Has anyone ever else had that feeling before? You can use the reactions or just show in the recording. Yeah. Where you wake up in the middle of the night and you have like, you feel like you have to do everything. Okay, good. I'm not the only one. You have to do everything, and then you do everything and there's a little bit of relief, but you still have that anxiety and overwhelm. So yeah, it's a big thing for entrepreneurs. We have so much to do. We're basically doing what, is 10 to 15 people's jobs. And often when we're starting, we're doing everything else ourselves. So it's overwhelming. It's hard to figure out what you should and shouldn't be doing. And, it's hard. It's hard to get really clear on what you should be focusing on and what you should not be focusing on. Um, I know for me, when I was talking to my coach, his name's Dave, Coach Dave, he's through Frame of Mind coaching. One of the things he really was helping me, which kind of is the inspiration, I guess, for what we're going to do today, is getting clear with your priorities. Like, I don't know if you guys do this, but I used to love making to-do lists, and now I'm kind of more of a priority gal. I really just focus on like the 2 or 3 things I really, really need to do to be able to get to the big goals that I've set. So, this is the inspiration, I guess, to help you have less of those 3 a.m. sleepless nights. Have an exercise that you can fall back on that will help you get rid of the clutter and the overwhelm in your head and really focus on what's really, truly the most important priorities you should be doing. So let's dive right in. Let's see how it goes. Let's see what happens. Um, so this is going to be like real time work session together. So grab a piece of paper, not a notebook. Okay. I want you to grab like a piece of like loose leaf paper. Okay. Grab like a loose leaf piece of paper, something that you can write on freely. Yes. Grab that piece of paper. Okay. Excellent. So my promise to you after doing this exercise, okay, just humor me, do it with me. If you're watching the recording, pause and go through each step. Humor me, because I promise you when you are done this, you're going to have a much clearer sense of your priorities. You're going to feel a lot more confident and happy, and you're going to feel like you accomplished something today, which who doesn't want to feel accomplished before noon on a Monday? And you're going to realize that like a lot of things you think you have to do, you don't actually have to do, and can fall away, and that's okay. You don't have to do everything on the list. So I want you to write down a huge list, like clear all the distractions, guys. I know TikTok, so distracting. Yeah, you don't want to miss that next TikTok video. I'm asking you to put the phone away, turn it over, throw it in your another room. I really want you to focus on this. Write down, brain dump a master huge to-do list, like menu board style, however you want to do it. If you have a whiteboard, you can do it like that. Again, make sure it's on a loose leaf paper, not in a notebook. I want you to just write everything: personal, business, laundry, whatever. I got to do this social media post, da 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 da. I want you to write down as much as you possibly can until that you let's say until the end of this year, everything that you think you need to do to the end of this year. I'm going to give you 10 minutes to do this, okay? 5 minutes. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to do this. And I want you to just brain dump absolutely everything, all right? I'm going to give you some jams. We're going to focus, yes? Go. Clock has started.
And you're holding me tight. You turn my sixes to nines.
Just let the list flow, guys. If you if you're really just think about absolutely everything. It doesn't matter how big or small, write it down. Just get it out of your head and onto the paper. Yeah, just keep writing. Yeah, you've got 4 more minutes. Just dump it all onto the paper, get it out of that head and onto something else. Don't worry about spelling mistakes. Don't worry if it's not proper English. Chicken scratch. Just write as much as you can, all of the things you think you have to do over the next week, the next month, until the end of 2021. Just write it all down. Write it all down. Guys, about 2 more minutes. This is when it gets a little bit trickier. Think a little deeper. Really get all of those thoughts down onto paper. Could be going to visit your mom. It could be taking out the garbage today. Yeah, it doesn't have to all be work related. Just all of those little to-dos. Get them out. All right, we've got about 1 more minute. Keep pushing through. Awesome, awesome, guys. I can feel those lists piling up. Pile it all on that piece of paper. All right, how'd we do? How'd we do? Everybody show me their paper. Let's see. Do we have lots of stuff on there? Awesome. Yes, let's see. Let's see everybody's. How'd we do? Okay. Fantastic. Okay, there's a lot on there. Okay. I want you to take a look at everything now. Step 2. I want you to take the 3 most important things from that master list that you think you need to get done this week. Okay? Just circle them or whatever you want. Take a look at it, and I want you to write down the 3 most important things you need to get done this week. All right? And I want you to write them neatly in your notebook or on a whiteboard, somewhere that you can clearly legibly see. So circle those 3 things and put them somewhere else. Yeah, put them on another piece of paper or in your notebook or on your whiteboard. Circle those things. Awesome. Okay, take a moment. Transfer those 3 beautiful things, the 3 most important things. And I would challenge you to think like maybe not so much short term for the week, but like the 3 most important things probably for like, the rest of the year. Yeah, I should have clarified that. Rest of the year, 3 most important things that you really need to do that are like the most important. Transfer them. They're all transferred somewhere else. Okay, because what we're about to do, you're not going to see those again. Okay. I want you to, this is up for your interpretation, but I like to try this. I just like to look at the piece of paper with everything on it and try to absorb it all and think about it just getting done. Okay? You want to think about maybe someone else doing it, or maybe all of this doesn't need to be done at all. Yeah, take just a take a second to look at all of it and just take a photographic screenshot of it all and just imagine it all getting done. Yeah, take it, look at it, absorb it. Okay, beautiful. Take that mental screenshot. If you have a photographic memory, lucky you, you'll actually remember everything. Okay. Final step. Crumple it up. Crumple it up. Crumple it up. Take the piece of paper. Do it. Let's see. Did you crumple it up? Yes. Yes, Brandon. Crumple it up. Oh, I know. It's hard to let go. Yeah, you put all that sweat and energy to writing that to-do list. Thank you, Steph. I want to see those little nuggets of paper. Oh, it's so hard. You're like, but it looks so pretty and it has everything. Crumple it up. It's hard. Yeah? If you're like a type A like me, you might have to burn this because I have the tendency to go and grab it out of the trash and be like, what did I write? Yeah? Crumple it up. And I want you to throw it away. Go throw it away. Yeah? No, don't. Yeah, love it. Brandon did the basketball toss. You might have to burn it. I'm definitely going to go burn it because I know I'm going to want to look at it later. Okay, it's done. Yeah? Someone else is going to do everything on that list. It's going to get done. You have 3 things you need to worry about right now. 3 things to focus on. Whoop. Sorry, guys. Beautiful job. Okay, so this is something you can do for those of you, which I feel like most of us have. If you struggle with anxiety, overwhelm, if you have those nights where you wake up and you're feeling really stressed about everything you have to do, this is a type of exercise that you can do weekly. I like to do it every Sunday night to kind of just check in with myself and see if like the same things are coming up. I've gotten better at not going into the trash and trying to find the piece of paper a couple days later. So I just burn it now to, really trust myself that everything is going to get done. Victoria, we don't have to worry about it. Um, but this just really helps to dial it all back and really make you realize what you actually need to focus on. What 3 things you actually need to do to get closer to those goals, achieving them. And all of this stuff, this is the stuff that most people aren't willing to do, these types of exercises. But what it helps us do is it helps us get closer to that vision of what we want to accomplish for our future. Practice trusting ourselves and having faith and confidence in ourselves and the world around you that everything that needs to get done will get done. You don't have to stress yourself out so much about getting it all done. And of course, for those who, believe in the universe and its powers and the law of attraction and all of that, it enhances our intuition, it enhances our trust in the universe, that if we keep going, if we keep growing, if we just put a little more faith in ourselves, it will all get done. So what this helps do, it helps break the chains. And again, this exercise is from Danny and I. We are a part of a coaching program called Frame of Mind Coaching. So I want to give them a big shout out that this exercise is because of them. They were the ones that let me use it for you. So I am passing it along to you, and I hope it provides you with a lot of value. But what this has helped Dania and I with, and a lot of Frame of Mind coaching clients, is letting go of that hyper responsibility, procrastination, feeling guilty, feeling worried. Yeah, all things none of us really like to feel, and always feel a lot in our business, especially when we have so much to do and are overwhelmed. So that's the exercise, guys, and we're going to take some time to talk about it. Yeah, we want to hear from you. So for those of you who are watching the recording at home, maybe you share this recording with a friend, and then you do this exercise with your friend, just to talk about what your learnings were about your priorities. But what we're going to do for everybody that's here right now is we're going to move into breakout rooms. So I'm just going to pause the recording. And Sam, I'm going to make you the host. So just if you haven't been in a breakout room before, what's going to happen is we're going to use the magic of Zoom, and we're going to put you guys into breakout rooms to have an opportunity to not only get to know one another better, have some real conversations, but talk about your findings that you had in this this exercise. What came up for you? What was, maybe a little shocking, but just a couple ground rules when we go into breakout rooms. Make sure everybody has the chance to talk. We usually will do like play tag, so you talk and then you tag somebody to speak next. So make sure everybody has a chance to speak. Remember that it's ideas here that we're criticizing, not individuals. Focus on professional business sharing, stay on topic, and let's avoid sensitive topics. I know it is election day. Please go vote. But that's all we're saying about politics today. Yes. Please avoid sensitive topics, and really we're here to focus on one another and our businesses. So what we're going to do is push you into breakout rooms in just a couple of seconds. I want you to talk about, maybe you're going to declare your priorities in the group, get to know one another, and what surprised you about your priorities. What came up that really, shocked you and you weren't expecting to see. I think one of the biggest things that came out of this exercise is, once you really focus on priority management, you realize it's all about priority management and not time management. Yeah, we spend a lot of time trying to plan and block every day. I'm a victim to my calendar too, but if we really just focus on our priorities, so much good can come out of our days and we can move things forward so much faster. So, Sam, are we ready for breakout rooms?
We're ready to go. Let's do it.
So you're going to be heading into a separate room. You don't have to do anything. You'll have some great chats, get to know one another, talk about your priorities, and then we'll come right back here to wrap it up. All right, guys, welcome back. Okay, I promise we are going to have much more time to chat and connect and have great conversations throughout this week. This was just a lot of setting the ground rules and getting all of you on the same page. We hope you enjoyed that. We hope you had some good chats and got some clarification. So that wraps up day one of the challenge. You should have your 3 priorities now, have some very clear outline of what you want to do. Again, use that list exercise as much as you want. Could be a weekly thing, could be a monthly thing, but if you're getting to that place of feeling overwhelmed and stressed, this is something really good to do to ground yourself and make you realize what you really need to be focusing on. All right. Yes, we're being mindful of time, so it was a little bit less than 10 minutes. Yes, we want to be mindful of everybody's time. So in your inbox in a couple of minutes, probably closer to a half an hour for those participating in real time, you're going to have a take-home exercise, which is actually from our goal-setting toolbox. It's a vision exercise to help you navigate and get clear what your life will look like 5 years from now. I know a lot of you on this call have done these types of exercises before, but always good to revisit that vision you have. And, you know, especially that we've done some work on checking in on your priorities and what you discovered today about maybe how you're spending your energy on things you should and shouldn't be doing. This might be a good time to maybe look at your vision and get some new clarity on your vision and make some adjustments to that bigger vision, because we all want to be working 5 years from now, not 3 to 6 months from now, which is hard to do, but this is why we're here. We're doing the hard work together. So you'll be getting that in your inbox too. And for tomorrow, wow, we're already in tomorrow. Tomorrow, Danny's going to be taking the lead, walking you guys through getting more intentional. We're going to be doing some co-working together. We'll be buddying you guys up so you'll have some real time to connect with one another and get some support from fellow entrepreneurs on the call. We'll be looking at one another's core values. So if you have your core values for your business done, have those with you for tomorrow. If you haven't done them yet, or it's a little bit foggy, no worries. We're going to give you some exercises to get really clear on your core values. Why is it important to know your core values for yourself and your business? Because every decision you make for your business should weigh on what your core values are and should be important to achieving one of those core values. So more on that tomorrow with Danny. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining in person today. We can't wait to see you tomorrow. If you're watching the recording, please try and join us in person. You're going to get so much out of this. Thank you so much, and we'll see you.
And big kudos for joining today. Like, good for you. Like, for stepping outside of your business for 45 minutes, an hour, and just coming here and being like, I need support, I need community, and I'm going to slay the rest of my Q4. So, big kudos.
Danny, you want to let them know what's coming up?
Sure. We have this Thursday an amazing series, our financial fundamental series. If you're struggling with cash flow, which all of us kind of need help on, this is going to be in a really interesting seminar. So come join us virtually for this with a couple of our Mogul members. Going to be really, really interesting about cash flow. That's this Thursday. And yeah. That's it for right now, but we're excited to see you for the rest of the week. Keep slaying your Monday. We are, yes, hashtag slayed. And we're just really, really excited to kick the rest of this year's butt. So congrats on finishing day one, like Vic just said, and we will see you all tomorrow for another day to